Hi everyone, and welcome to Monday's Drama Hospital recap from July 10th. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps, and let's get right to it. Actually, this effect, I didn't realize how this effect was going to look because I selected color, obviously green, but like the gravel's gray and now I'm gray, so like yeah, just freaky looking. Alright, so let's get right to it. At Crimson, Nina is going over the notes from the exclusive. She can't stop thinking about Charlotte and Valentine though. And at the wedding, I know, so the wedding party is enjoying the fireworks, and oh, here's a boom, firework right there. Yeah, I'm editing these like legit now. So how you liking the new change in these videos, by the way? Yay, nay? Sunny gets a text and needs to talk to Carly. The nanny took Avery over to Carly's and Jocelyn isn't there, and then Carly's super not happy about that. She's jumping to conclusions where Jocelyn would be hurt, and Sunny wants her to calm down. They'll go and find her together. So they leave the wedding early. Sunny and Carly tell Olivia they have to go, you know, kid stuff, and Sunny takes Olivia aside for a second. He's really happy for her, and he's glad that she found her everything. Sorry, it's like super humid and hot out here. Michael passively jumps to the conclusion that Sunny and Carly left early because of him and Nell. Not everything's about you, honey. And Nell appreciates him inviting her, and meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like... Charlotte and Laura and Dante bond. They're a bright spot in this. Monica makes a toast to welcome Olivia into the family, and then Dylan also makes a toast on behalf of Tracy and just, you know, all of them too. Olivia and Ned have their monogram wedding flutes, because it's, you know, it's fancy, and he gives a really nice toast full of like happiness and all that. So Ned makes a point to say that he's honored Olivia's taking his name, and he's like, I don't want to sound like chauvinistic, but if anything, I think that's the opposite, because he's not treating it like it's a compulsory mandatory thing. He's like it's a true honor. So I think he's good. Who's texting me at this time of night? So Nina accidentally walks into the wedding party. She kind of forgot. And they're more than welcoming to her and actually kind of invite her to join in. And Charlotte's really happy to see her. Ned and Olivia dance for the first time. Nina talks with Charlotte. She's really happy where she's at. And Charlotte really wants her dad to come home, though, so they could be a family again. And Nell and Michael come over. Then they get called over to dance. And Nina's going to head out. Dante asks Charlotte to dance since Lulu isn't there, and she says, you know, her dad taught her how to dance, and he shows her his way with like her on his feet, and he's lucky there's like no other kids there because it would be a Ross Geller situation, and we all know how that worked out. Also at the wedding, Kevin comes by surprise, but it's not all good news. Spencer wasn't at home when he got home. Of course he wasn't. Why would he be where he belongs? So he says Spencer did text him and say he wasn't going to be there, but like it's not like he waited for a response or permission or anything. And he says he's getting proof of his rightful inheritance, and Laura thinks he's headed to Windermere. Olivia and Ned thank everyone for coming, but she has to, you know, throw the bouquet before they leave. Charlotte gets Nell to come over, and Kiki catches it, but then gives it to Charlotte. Dante tells Olivia it's, you know, it's her time, like, you know, to live her life, like, everything she put on hold for him, like, that's over now, and she says he's the best gift she ever been given, and she wouldn't change a thing, and I just love them so much, like, more of that. So the wedding guests blow bubbles as they walk to the elevator because Carly would have like thrown a fit if they got rice in that carpet. So Dante gets a call once everyone is gone, and whatever it is, he's like, that's not possible. At the bridge, Jocelyn and Oscar are talking about the fireworks. Oh, I'm just having too much fun with my editing now. So he thanks her for coming out here with him, and she sees the time and realizes she's in a lot of trouble because she lost track of time. And she gets a call from Carly, but she sends her to voicemail, but Carly's now texting her. So Oscar tells Jocelyn she can blame it all on him, but she doesn't want to, and she doesn't regret going out. It felt good to be normal. At Windermere, Nina comes home to a dark and lonely Windermere. Haven't seen this place in like forever. She's thinking about the good memories. Spencer's there. He found a locked box that was under his father's bed, and he thinks it's the true will. Meanwhile, I'm like, maybe it's more of the ballots from that election he rigged. Remember that? Does anyone remember that? No? Okay, because I think the show did too. Ooh, sorry. I'm throwing shade. I don't mean to throw shade, but I'm under an umbrella, so that's just how I'm feeling today. Nina's about to text Lulu when Laura and Kevin come in. Laura is livid at him, and he tells them about the box, and she tells him to put it down, but Kevin thinks he should open it, to help him give up the obsession, because then he's just going to obsess on opening the box and be convinced the answers to everything's in the box. So she's like, okay, open the box. He learned how to pick locks at boarding school. I don't know why that surprises Laura. And the document is in Greek. Kevin can look at it, and it is the will. But Kevin's like, it says the same thing. It leaves everything to Valentine. And Laura tells Spencer he has to face the truth. Apparently, the Shakespeare play Hamlet that they're doing at Lila's Kids, which, I'm sorry, why is a camp doing Hamlet? But, that's none of my business. Because it lines up the metaphor. He's playing Hamlet. A prince whose father was killed by his uncle, which again, who is casting this? Because a counselor or anything would know the situation, and he does not belong in that role, because it would bring up actual real-life emotions. I can't. I mean, I know it's all, not real and, whatever, but it's just annoying me on a theater perspective, because I've been there. So Nina tells Spencer he can come to Windermere anytime and spend time at Lumiere, the girl horse, and it's time for them to go home. So Nina's pacing around Windermere, and she puts on a sweater she finds and lays on the couch. At Carly's, Jocelyn is home when Carly and Sunny get there. She pretends not to know about the calls or texts, because, oh my gosh, my phone, it's acting up, the provider, we should switch. So Carly asks her where she was. She basically is like, oh, had cabin fever or whatever, and Carly says, she just wants honesty. And Jocelyn says she went for a walk and listened to music and lost track of time, and Carly understands that she's angry, but, she also knows she's not getting the full truth here. Carly wants her to be accountable, and then Jocelyn's like, well, you need to be accountable too. So Carly says that she's more experienced and she wants Jocelyn to make better decisions than she did, and Jocelyn says that both of their actions affect each other. And Sunny comes into the room, and she thinks he's going to say she's selfish and irresponsible, but he actually says she's right about everything, about him and about everything. So she deserves better than excuses. He says he messed up. She doesn't blame he doesn't blame her for hating him. He's the same way. She doesn't want to be like him, and he says that she's better than him. She says she used to look up to him. He says, things are different, and he will prove it. He wishes that he could take back what he did. Back at Crimson, I don't know who's texting me this time of night. Michael offers to buy Nell the dress, and she says no, it has to go back to the designer. He helps her with it. He's not a very big help, very distracting, actually. And that's all I'm saying about that. At the honeymoon suite at the Measure Court, Ned and Olivia have a bed with rose petals, and it's super romantic. And now end scene. Sunny appreciates Jocelyn hearing him out and hopes she can forgive him one day, and she grabs her book and ignores him. Carly thinks Jocelyn will eventually come around, and Jocelyn's phone chimes. Doesn't seem to be having issues now. It's Oscar asking if she's okay, and she says she is now. Michael and Nell are being inappropriate in the workplace. Ned and Olivia are enjoying the start of their new married life. I do euphemisms. That's what I do. Spencer needs some time on the bridge. He vows to himself to continue fighting for his inheritance, and then rips up the will. Lulu's back. She's better, but she feels bummed she missed the wedding. Dante says they need to talk. He has bad news. Someone walks into Windermere. Nina's sleeping on the couch, and low-key it's probably Valentine. So I'm not gonna act like I'm surprised when it turns out to be true. Alright, so that is it for yesterday's General Hospital recap. I'm doing today's right now, so I will see you in 2 seconds, but if you don't watch the other one, I hope you have a great day.